Hey, Sterling here with Red Hawk Coaching, and just wanted to be able to address a question I was asked a couple days ago about my thoughts on brokers. And here's my thought on brokers here in Texas. About 3 years ago, I went to a new class that's required of brokers called the Broker Responsibility Course. And anybody that was either a broker or a supervisor within a large brokerage had to attend the class. So I went to this class. It was just a half day, and I think you have to do it every 2 years. So I went to the class. I'm sitting in a room full of brokers that had been in the industry 30, 40, some of them I think even close to 50 years. Some of the questions that they were asking were just, they were scary. That they didn't have the information or didn't understand certain things that they might even be liable for within their office. And I think about a lot of these offices that, over the years have scaled their businesses to enormous sizes. I mean, we're talking, brokerage offices, 500, 600, 700, even a thousand agents. And I have to ask myself if the broker is ultimately responsible, and you should be asking yourself this as well. If they're ultimately responsible, how can they be responsible for 1,000 people? Now, I know in the state of Texas, they've allowed some of these larger companies to come back in and say, well, we have designated supervisors, and those people are also held to a higher standard. Yet I still have to argue is how could even, let's say you had four of those within 1,000 agent office that's doing, 3 to 6,000 units a year. How do you oversee all those? How can you be responsible for all those? I think when you're going through the classes as an agent and you're looking at brokerages, you're being told about the broker's role and how the buck stops with the broker. Yet when they get in and they join some of these large offices, they may never have a relationship with the broker. I was talking to a broker a few weeks ago that was sharing about just being walking through a grocery store and not knowing if that's an agent when they call them by name, and are going to an event that may have spouses included and not knowing if that's the spouse or if that's the person that's working for them. And so, I think if we're getting to that point, there's something broken and something that needs to be looked at. I don't know what the answer to that is, other than I'm going to encourage those getting into the industry or those currently in the industry, go talk to your broker, go build a relationship with them, because at the end of the day, they're ultimately responsible for you. And if they're not reaching out to you, be the person that reaches out, or go find a brokerage where they are making that connection. It's important. I don't see why it has to be the way it is. And I see a lot of people that are out of relationship with their broker, yet they still work there. And so I just want to make sure that I communicate that message of go be the person that goes and builds the relationship. And if they're not wanting to have that relationship, maybe it's not the right brokerage. It's important to know your broker. They hold your license. They're ultimately responsible for you, or your licensed supervisor, whoever that is. Go build that relationship with them. It's important. Have a great day.